Now, I want to do this quick share with you because as I'm preparing for my interview with someone very prominent in dropshipping business, I realized I've actually collected a lot of information and I can actually do a simple presentation to help you understand this whole buzz about dropshipping. You know, nowadays you're seeing so many ads on e-commerce, dropshipping, so many people are into this dropshipping hype itself. So really, if you have no clue, this tutorial is really going to help you understand very quickly what the whole dropshipping business is about. Now, I guess you have this few questions that I also had. These questions have been bugging me for a long time, and let me pull this out for you to see. First question, why don't you see dropshipping ads in Singapore? Now, if you open your Facebook feed, you would see like advertisements on courses, on Lazada, etc., but you don't really see that many dropshipping ads on your Facebook feed itself. Now, I'll answer that question in a quick while. Secondly, why wouldn't someone buy directly? If you're someone who is, comparing prices quite a lot, you'll be thinking, what is the real value of a dropshipping business itself? Why not buy direct? I'll try to answer that for you also. The third, how much cost is there in running this business? As we know, dropshipping, as it sounds, doesn't have any inventory involved. I'll try to help you understand also the cost involved. And lastly, how much effort is there to do this business? Towards the end of the video, I'll be sharing with you some of the common problems I've been seeing because I've actually done research in Facebook groups, in YouTube channels, and I've actually collated some information to try to explain this effort portion of things. Now, I've created diagrams to present to you to quickly bring you up to speed to the whole dropshipping business itself. And let's start with this. As you can see at the bottom left, that is shaded in red, customer. Two guys in a camping trip. What I'm trying to suggest is a story to you. And what a dropshipping business is trying to do is actually to run ads to a target audience itself. And for someone who's interested in camping, maybe they're keen on sunglasses, specially made for camping, or some other tools that's related to camping itself. So again, dropshipping business starts with a customer being identified, and then Facebook ads are being run on it. Of course, there can be Google ads, there can be some other forms of ads, but from what I understand, Facebook ads are about the most effective so far for most dropshipping business. And the whole idea of dropshipping is for a dropshipper to draw the customer to the website to make an eventual purchase. With no purchase, no business can be viable. So let's move on to the next part, which is a successful purchase. The customer is now buying at the website itself. And for this example, let's say the customer has bought the sunglasses at $47. Now, what does the dropshipper actually do? They actually forward that order to the supplier and pay wholesale price. Now, I'd like to give you a quick glimpse as to where the supply actually comes from. It actually comes from AliExpress. AliExpress is from China, as you know. And the whole idea of this is a dropshipper actually does a markup, buys wholesale at $17, sells through the ad at $47, and eventually earns this $30 in terms of profit. Sounds good, correct? Sounds fairly simple, correct? But I'll give you a little bit more details as to the risk in the next portion. Now, as you can see, a dropshipper does not actually carry inventory. A dropshipper actually passes the delivery of the product itself to the wholesale supplier. The supplier actually ships directly to the customer who bought through the ad. Now, why I've shaded red color is to really highlight the risk involved. As you know, if you don't control the supplier, there can be risk. The supplier can choke on the delivery. The supplier could, deliver a damaged product, under-deliver in a lot of ways. So as a business, when you run a dropshipping business, you need to have good relationship with supplier. You need to manage that risk properly. So again, there is a lot of risk involved. And I guess if you are serious about business, you should know that it contains risk and how to manage it. And I've actually changed the running Facebook ads to red, as you can see over there at the top left. And the main part of this is to explain to you, when you run Facebook ads, there is cost. And when you run Facebook ads, there's no guarantee that there's going to be sale. So that's why running Facebook ads, from what I see now, is really a skill. You need to really market, you need to really test to be really effective. And from this whole diagram, you can actually see a few parts of the questions being answered. So let's pull back up this for you to see. Why don't you see dropshipping ads in Singapore? As you know from the story I've shared with you, the target audience is in America, Canada, and Australia. I've not put someone Asia or Singaporean in that picture, simply because it seems that advertisements cost, Facebook ads in Singapore is quite expensive. That's why it's not as viable as doing it in the US, Canada, and Australia. That's why you don't see dropshipping ads that many in Singapore. Second part, why wouldn't someone buy directly? Now, Singaporeans, we are familiar with Taobao. I guess many of the Southeast Asian countries also. That is why when you target, the dropshipper usually targets Western countries, someone who doesn't buy from Taobao, and also someone who is not too price sensitive, buys from the advertisement, understands the emotion of it, and buys through the ad, doesn't really compare prices. Because there's Amazon in America and stuff, they can actually dig it up. But someone who buys through ad is someone that is buying impulse or emotional. So again, very, very simple explanation to why wouldn't someone buy direct. If you are buying things direct, you are most likely not the target audience. The third is how much cost is there to do this business. Now, there is no inventory as what we've ascertained so far, but there is definitely cost when it comes to running Facebook ads, correct? You do need to do testing. And the best of the best in this business do testing so frequently, they actually have a team running product testing, video shooting to do ads. Ads nowadays, they are best done with videos. I'll show you a quick example. Videos that evoke emotion, that get people intrigued in their product, eventually just do a purchase directly at your website. So again, there's cost involved in terms of the marketing, there's no cost in terms of the setting up. So that really explains how things work. And the fourth part is how much effort is there needed to do this business. Now, if you're someone young, you're someone with time, then definitely tackle through the questions, tackle through the obstacles itself. And indeed, there are many obstacles. I've combed through Facebook groups and I've realized some of the common problems. Visitors to the store, but not a single sale. What's going on? Conversion issues, Facebook ad running, but no sound. Again, Facebook, understanding whole Facebook structure, and Facebook restricted business account. I think this is not too uncommon. Facebook actually does suspend accounts because of some irregularities. So there are a lot of obstacles that need overcoming. So again, dropshipping business or running Facebook ads itself requires quite a bit of effort. And not only that, the algorithm is ever changing, as you have probably already guessed, which means something effective now is not going to be effective 1-2 months down the road even. So there is a lot of continuous effort needed to be done, which means if you are someone who is already in a career, you have spare capital, you're thinking, can dropshipping bring you some income or not? Then carefully consider, because effort is needed to be done. If you have no conviction to push through the effort, just like any other business, it's not as easy as it seems. You may be better off doing investments into financial products and stuff than to rely on punting money and without effort hiring people to run dropshipping for you. Because again, there is a lot of learning, there is a lot of testing need to be done. So hopefully this video has answered quite a few of your questions. Subscribe, stay tuned for that interview, because I think it gives very powerful perspectives as to how dropshipping business trends are moving towards, as well as what kind of problems are typically faced by the best of the best. So with that, I'll sign off. If this video helped you in some way, smash a like. With that, I'll see you in a future video. Take care and goodbye.